And for more on this political turbulence in Rivers State, let's speak with a lawyer, Chetam Nwala, who joins us live via Zoom. Chetam, it's good to have you join us this morning on The Breakfast Show. Chetam.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Good morning. It's good to have you. Well, let's begin this way. It's 48 hours for Governor Fubara to represent the budget to the recognized House of Assembly. Is this ultimatum too short? Would you say it's too short and an attempt to stampede, the governor?
Okay. First of all, I want to make something clear to everyone so that we understand where we're coming from and where we're headed to at this particular point. There has been a judgment asking the governor had previously presented the budget to a three-man House Assembly, which the Supreme Court has said it is wrong for him to have done that. And I've asked him to go back and represent the budget to the Matna-Mewule-led Assembly at this point, and which the governor on his own has also accepted, or which the governor will comply with from what he has stated. Now, to that particular effect, the House of Assembly giving the governor an ultimatum of 48 hours. For me, I do not think that it is proper to have started with that, giving the governor an ultimatum of 48 hours, because the Supreme Court judgment is a judgment that ought to be obeyed by the governor. It is not a suggestion to the governor. The governor has to obey the Supreme Court judgment, as it were. Going ahead to give him an ultimatum on when to obey the Supreme Court judgment, I think is a little bit too hasty in that particular regard, because whether you like it or not, and again, we also have another challenge. And what is that challenge? The challenge of the CTC of the judgment of the Supreme Court. Now, remember that we do not have the CTC of the judgment of the Supreme Court in circulation as at today. We do not have that CTC in circulation as at today. So it also makes it a little bit difficult for especially public analysts like us, and also it also makes it a little bit difficult for its implementation. And that's why I have said that rather than try to complicate issues like it is looking right now, it is important that the governor is given a bit of time, because 48 hours for me, if you ask me, is short. Even if there is also another argument that the budget he had presented to the previous assembly seemed to be handy. And if that budget is handy, what he just needs to do is to dust the budget and go back and represent it before the Matna-Mewule-led assembly. It doesn't take anything. Unless there are other issues within the said budget that is making him act the way he is acting, or asking for more time. And if the State Assembly has given the governor 48 hours ultimatum, it is also within the right of the governor to say, okay, you've given me 48 hours ultimatum. Please give me more time. I need more time to deal with these issues, to put these things together and come back and represent this budget before you. This is what we expect at this point in Rivers State. And this ultimatum and counter-ultimatum and innuendos we see flying left, right, and center and all that, it's not, for me, it's not in the best interest of our state at this point. We have to have a working system whereby things should be done the way they ought to be done. The judgment came in on Friday. By Monday, we're having an ultimatum. It is, for me, it's a little bit too hasty, and I think that the assembly should be able to give the governor some time to put his house together and to represent the budget before them. And the governor on his own part, it is also important that the governor on his own part does what he already has